Hello, my name is Sam Orlich, and I'm a product specialist here in Madrid, Spain for Heritage Audio. Today, we'll be introducing a product from our Elite series, the HA-609A. Okay, now we'd like to go over the back panel and the connections for our HA-609A. First thing you're going to want to do is grab your power supplies, plug that right in. Now, depending on where you're coming from, most likely scenario would be from your DAW as an insert, but maybe it would be from your mixing board. It could be from anywhere. Take your line level signal with a simple XLR cable. You take the male end, plug that in. Take another XLR cable, grab the female end, plug that into the output. Take the male end and plug that straight into your sound card, and you're ready to go. Okay, now we'll be going over the different features for our Elite Series HA-609A compressor limiter. This is a 2-channel unit, also possible to link together for stereo operation. And I should mention that this unit does offer an incredibly stable stereo image when in stereo mode. Okay, first things first, here on the left we run into our level for our limiter, variable between 0 and 20. Next up would be the release times, offering 4 fixed times as well as 2 automatic settings, A1 and A2. In A1, we're dealing with about 50 milliseconds for peak material and 800 milliseconds for more sustained, longer program material. And A2, once again, 50 milliseconds for the peak and about 1500 milliseconds for longer, more sustained material. Alrighty, next up would be the attack button for the limiter, which simply achieves a much quicker responsive attack time. And then the button to activate or disactivate the limiter itself. Okay, on to the compressor. Well, I should mention at this point that although the compressor on the panel follows the limiter, in the circuitry itself, we actually run into the compressor first and then the limiter. Okay? First button we're going to have here is our threshold to determine when the compressor starts to become active. Next up would be the ratios. We have 1.5 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, and 6 to 1. Okay, up next would be the release times, once again, offering 4 fixed times as well as 2 automatic settings. A1 being 50 milliseconds for the peak material and 500 milliseconds for more sustained material. And A2, once again, 50 milliseconds for the peak material and about 1500 for the more sustained material. Okay, following that would be our gain makeup. This is stepped, but it's soft stepped. Very, very nice feel to it. Okay, then once again we have a button to activate a fast attack as opposed to the more normal, slower, more relaxed attack setting for the compressor. And then to activate the compressor itself, or to bypass it. Okay, now here, this is something I'd really like you to take special note to. If we bypass the unit, you'll see that the view meters go out, the lights go out, which is really great if you're trying to, if you're using the unit and maybe you've got it racked up at a distance, you can immediately see whether the unit's active or not. Okay, thanks for spending this time with us. Hope we've been able to answer any questions or doubts you may have had about this unit. Nonetheless, if you still have a question lingering about, feel free to get in contact with us through our webpage here at Heritage Audio. Thank you, and until next time.